the little princess who became a painting. Once upon a time, in a sparkling kingdom nestled between the Whispering Mountains and the Giggle River, there lived a little princess named Leora. She had curly hair like sunshine and big twinkly eyes full of wonder. But what made Princess Leora truly special wasn't her royal crown or fluffy dress, it was her wild imagination. Leora loved to draw. Every day, after her royal lessons, she would race to her art corner with colored pencils, paints, and glittery stickers. Her drawings danced with magic. Rainbow frogs, flying cats, giggling moons, and talking teacups. Her favorite spot to paint was the castle's hidden tower, where sunlight poured through stained glass and made the room look like a giant rainbow bubble. One rainy afternoon, Leora tiptoed up to the tower, holding a blank canvas almost as tall as she was.
This one is going to be the best painting ever,
She whispered to her kitten, Whiskers. She dipped her brush into sparkly pink and began painting a magical garden with candy trees, music clouds, and a heart-shaped pond. She added a path of glowing stones, and right in the center a little princess, who looked just like her.
I'll name her Leora too.
She giggled, but just as she finished the last flower petal, a soft whooshing sound filled the room. The colors on the painting shimmered and swirled like they were alive. Before Leora could say, "Jelly beans," a gust of glittery wind whooshed out from the canvas, wrapped around her like a warm blanket, and poof, everything went sparkly white. When the sparkles faded, Leora blinked. She was standing in the painting, inside the painting.
Oh,
She gasped, turning in a slow circle. The candy trees were real and smelled like marshmallows. The clouds above really played gentle music. The path of glowing stones led straight through the garden, just as she had drawn. But something was odd,
Whiskers? Anyone?
she called. No answer, not even a meow. Then she saw her painted twin Leora sitting under a jelly bean tree.
You look just like me.
Said Leora.
I am you. I'm the version of you that lives in your imagination.
Replied Leora too with a kind smile. Leora's eyes went wide.
So, I painted myself into my own imagination?
Leora too nodded.
Welcome. This is the land of painted dreams. But be careful not everyone finds the way out again. Wait, I'm stuck?
Leora's tummy did a little flip.
You're not stuck. Stuck? You just have to finish what you came here to do.
Leora too said. Leora scratched her head.
But I don't remember coming here to do anything. Look around. Something here needs your help.
Said Leora too gently. And with that, she faded into a swirl of paintbrush strokes and disappeared. Leora wandered through her painting, noticing little things she hadn't paid much attention to before. The gumdrop daisies were drooping. The music clouds sounded tired and out of tune, and the jelly bean tree had stopped bouncing.
Oh no. Did I forget to color in the joy?
Leora murmured. She knelt by the heart-shaped pond. It looked foggy and still, not bright and sparkly like she imagined. She dipped her finger in, and the water whispered, "Help us remember how to dream." A breeze tickled her ears and carried a tiny voice. Only the true artist can fix this world. That's when Leora understood the painting wasn't finished. Not really. It looked complete on the outside, but it was missing something important on the inside feeling. She had drawn everything with pretty colors, but she had forgotten to add love, laughter, and heart. So the little princess rolled up her sleeves, just like she did in her art room, and set off to fix her painting from the inside out. First, she danced under the music clouds until they remembered their melody. Next, She whispered silly jokes to the gumdrop daisies until they perked up and giggled. Then she hugged the jellybean tree trunk and told it a story about a brave bear with sparkly pants, and the jellybeans bounced once more. Finally, she stood at the heart-shaped pond and sang a song she made up just for this world.
Colors can twinkle and paint can glow, but without love, it won't truly grow. So here's my heart and here's my dream to make this world bright as it seems.
As she finished her song, the pond shimmered and turned crystal clear. A swirl of light rose from its center and spun into a glowing doorway. A voice from the light said, "You may return now, Princess Leora. You've painted this world with your heart." Leora smiled, though a small part of her wanted to stay and play in her magical world just a little longer. She took one last look at the floating notes, candy-colored trees, and glowing path.
Thank you. I'll never forget what I learned here.
And she stepped through the light. Back in the castle tower, the rain had stopped. The canvas sat quietly on the easel. Whiskers meowed from a cozy pillow. Everything looked normal except the painting. Now, the colors glowed warmer. The little princess inside the painting smiled a little wider. The trees sparkled just right, and in the heart-shaped pond, if you looked closely, you could see tiny ripples, as if it remembered a song. Queen Mariana peeked into the tower.
There you are, darling. Ready for supper?
Leora grinned and nodded. She took one last look at her painting.
I think I'm going to add more feelings to all my art from now on,
She said proudly. That night, Leora dreamed of music clouds and dancing jelly beans, and the land of painted dreams softly twinkled in her heart. Moral of the story: art isn't just about colors or shapes. It's about sharing what's inside your heart.